Hello and welcome. It's Insight Monday, December 16th, 2024. I'm Maureen Frank, the Mandala Lady. And with Insight Monday, I pull two extra cards to give us further insight into this week's focus card, which was rhythm, which was about being in sync with what is. So let's see which deck we're using. This one, this one. We're using, wood. I haven't used the wood deck in a while. All right. So let me get centered here. Deep breath. Okay. So I call in our teams of guides and angels with the intention of receiving whatever insight and guidance in our best interest to receive this time as it relates to this week's focus card, rhythm. Is that card? No, okay. A card tried to jump out, but it said it wasn't the card. So we're picking two. One card will give us further information, another one will give us how best to show up. So a top at the bottom. Okay, so this is the first card. Okay, so the first card is beacon. Beacon. Yes, it's like just be the shining light that radiates outward. So as we are in rhythm with what is, so that's kind of like the next step. As we're in rhythm with what is, and then we're more in tune with the present and what is. And with that comes insight, guidance. It comes with the free will to determine how we want to respond, not react, but respond. And how we respond becomes like a beacon radiating outward. So let me see the exact message that goes with this card. Yeah, it's so obvious. Sometimes they're very obvious. Be the beacon. Be the beacon. As we learn how to be in rhythm with what is and showing how we respond versus react, we're a beacon to others to show how it's done. We don't tell them how to do it. They see how we're doing it and they pick up in that way. They may ask questions of you as to how you do that or whatever. Then obviously answer all you may, but it's more about just being that light in the darkness that's helps shine the light on what's possible, because I suspect there's a lot of people out there who don't know what's possible. And so those of us, as we learn and grow and we can be beacons to help show the way. Okay, second card. Any more on that one? No, okay. How best to show up? Okay. How best to show up? Variations. Okay. That's the very first card in the deck. Okay, it's reminding us that we're all variations on a theme. We're all, that's we're all spiritual beings inhabiting these human bodies. And part of our enlightenment, part of our growing and expanding is narrowing the gap between the spirit part of ourselves coming more to the surface and being part of the body versus the body and ego all being let me see if I can in our ego state and our when we're in primarily ego state, we're further away from our spiritualness, our spiritual state. And this is not to say that ego is good nor bad. Ego is more of the body and of everything that it can touch, the five senses. The spirit kicks it up a notch and becomes the sixth sense, and that beyond. And so for a lot of people, the spirit is totally disconnected. There's no connection. So and then as we grow and evolve, then that gap between being solely of the body, and then we bring the spirit, then we elevate to a much higher level. And so what this variations is about is to remind us that we are all in varying degrees of that, but ultimately we all are spiritual beings, and at the spiritual level we are already perfect and divine, whether you believe in that or not. But there's a higher vibration. um, yes, yes. So it's so how does that relate to being in rhythm? Oh yeah, so by being in rhythm, so the being in rhythm with what is usually, we usually think of that in terms of a circumstance, an experience we're going through, to something like that, more of a situation. While and as beacons, we can demonstrate how we are in alignment with what is, and responding um, t- um, responding responsibly. And then with this card, it's also being in rhythm with what is, as far as other people on this planet. They're all in varying degrees. Now that doesn't mean we have to hang out with all varying degrees, but that awareness coming from that more observer state of recognizing we are all varying degrees of spiritual beings in human form. It can make it a little easier to see past the surface crap, and at least have an understanding. We may not want to, like I said, we may choose to not hang out with um, people are that far away, but if we understand that, it's a lot easier to be around, a lot easier to understand. And then we can by being in rhythm with that, we can choose how to respond to that, by setting boundaries, um, by, yeah, just being in tune with what is, and sensing what's needed, what's required, not required, what is needed from me, what's the best thing I can do in this moment to raise the vibration. Anything else? They said I went above and beyond. Okay. Sorry. Hey, I was just channeling what I was hearing inside my head. So talk to your compadres there. Okay. Anything else to add? No. Okay. So as we continue this week, being in rhythm, what is it? Just okay. We're going over here. We're going over there. We're doing this. We're doing that, and is responding versus reacting. Being a beacon, and understand that we're all variations on a theme. We are all variations of spirit in human form. Anyhow, okay. I'll end it with that. Okay. Until next time, do take care. Bye-bye.